week I did a video about how having regular schedules set for children will help the lazy, the hyperactive, and the absent-minded child. And a lot of persons kept on asking me how that works or how to go about that. Now, what that simply means is just having a timetable. Setting schedules for children, or children having regular schedules, is just a simple timetable about what their daily routine should look like. All right, take for instance, the child comes back from school by 4:30. So between the hours of 4:30 to 5, the child takes a little rest, eats his food, and from 5 o'clock till probably 6:30, the child does his homework and reads everything that was taught at school. Then probably from 6:30 till 7:30, he helps with dinner, helps with one or two household chores, depending on how your own family routine is. All right, but what that simply means basically is just having timetable set for your children. So if you have a child that is extremely lazy and doesn't like to do anything unless you have to push him, you have to remind him, then setting schedules or having a regular daily timetable will work. If you also have a child that is hyperactive and has too much energy and doesn't know how to direct all of these energies, setting a schedule or a timetable, like I said, will also work. And then for children that are absent-minded, these children, it's not as if they are being deliberately stubborn, it's not as if they are being lazy, they just forget. Also, a schedule, regular schedule or timetable in easy terms, will also work. Now, another question you may want to ask is, for how long do I need to do this? Is it going to be something that has to be regular, that has to be an everlasting thing? No, you cannot place a child on that kind of schedule for eternity. All right, so that you don't end up raising children that cannot take decisions on their own unless they receive instructions. You don't have children that grow up and have no intuition, or they're not intuitive. All right, now this program is something that you will have to run for a period of time. All right, say 2 to 3 months. The idea is for you to build regular habits. All right, the idea is for everything in that timetable to become the child's habit, and constant or regular habits over time becomes a person's character. Okay, so if you run this process through thoroughly, you will begin to see significant results in 2-3 months. But one thing I must not fail to add is that you must have time. Okay, because it's not something you can do haphazardly. It's not something you can do inconsistently. If you do it today, you don't do it tomorrow. You do it like 5 days this week, and then next week you do it like 3 times, you may not get desired results. So if you know that you really want to help that lazy child, absent-minded child, hyperactive child, you really want to increase their productivity and you want them to become very hardworking, then this is something that you have to devote your time to. 3 months out of your entire life is not too much. Okay, because at the end of the day, you will be happy with the positivity that it will produce. All right, so give it your time and do it well. And another thing I must add is that it is not a punishment. All right, so that the child doesn't have that mentality that I'm being punished. And you understand. So talk with the child and let the child understand that you're doing this to make him or her a better person. You're doing it to make him a more productive person if he knows that he really wants to succeed in life. All right, if you can communicate this very well to the child, they will cooperate with you and it will make the entire process very easy. So setting regular schedules or having daily routines is just a simple timetable where you don't need to be giving the child constant instructions, you don't need to be giving the child constant reminders. The child knows what is expected at every point in time, and there must be consequences if the child doesn't do it, because you set timetable, whether the child does it and the child doesn't do it, nothing happens. Lazy children will not even move an inch. After they tell you, mommy will not beat me, mommy will not say anything. Okay, I'm not encouraging you to beat any child, but there must be consequences. All right, probably you take away privileges, time in, time out. Just make sure that there are consequences when the child doesn't do everything that is on the timetable. And also, because you are not dealing with a machine, there are times that the child will be tired. There are times that the child will genuinely not be able to meet up. Okay, these are days that you just look away and be an understanding parent, probably once in 3 weeks. You understand? I'm not saying you should permit each other. He's tired, he has been reading in school since, let me allow him. No, don't be that permissive because you're trying to achieve a purpose. All right, so like I said, a simple timetable will get that lazy child off his behind, will help the absent-minded child remember things better, because two heads are better than one now. All right, so he's not the only one, having to put all the information in his head. The timetable is there to help him, and then it will help the hyperactive child direct all his energy positively. So do this, and please, I would love to receive feedback about how long you had to do it and how well it has helped or increased your child's positivity. I'm Faith Benjamin. Thank you.